Let's go ballistic with physics! Hi there, this is Big Spruce Rabbitry, and if you follow my channel much, you know that I will be teaching a series of online science courses for homeschoolers over the month of February. Today, I'll be taking you through some of the physics courses that I'll be teaching. I have a master's degree in physics from the University of Alaska Fairbanks, and I really look forward to sharing some physics with you. So I'll take you through the older kids' physics kit and then take you through the younger ones. The older kids class is called Going Ballistic with Physics, and it's basically all about Newton's laws of motion. The second class is outer space physics, and it's for 2nd to 4th graders, and it's all about how things move in outer space. I'll take you through the older kids class first. We have 2 sections. One for 4th through 6th graders, where they basically just do the experiments without too much of the math that goes behind them. And then for the 7th through 12th graders, where we actually go through the algebra and do some of the math that actually makes these experiments work. So I'll take you through the lab kit and let you see what we've got here. This class being called Going Ballistics with Physics means that it has to come with a bag of projectiles. So we've got a bag of marbles, ball bearings, and other little squishy things, and little pucks that can be shot across ice rinks. So we've got a whole bunch of little projectiles that we'll be doing a bunch of tests with. A ball just for throwing, just to see how the trajectory of a projectile looks. Some string that we can model forces with. And then we start getting into the real experiments in the class. The first experiment that we'll be playing around with is building an Atwood machine. So an Atwood machine is basically a pulley with a string and a couple of little baskets that hold weights. And you can basically see how fast those weights fall when you balance forces against each other. The kit comes with a spring that the kids are going to calibrate to make their own spring scale. So you got the little spring here, and they'll basically hang different weights off of that spring to calibrate it. We got 20 grams, 100 grams, a bunch of different weights in here, and they can actually calibrate it so that they can then weigh things that aren't the weights that come with the kit. In calibrating the spring scale, we'll use the 200-gram weight. This whole class builds up to building your very own marble cannon. So I put together the base out of hot glue so the kids don't have to do that part. But it comes with a little cannon. That cannon holds a spring down the barrel and then can be compressed with the compression rod down to a point where we have a hole drilled, and the spring can then be held using one of these skewers. That's a pin. Now the kids get to modify this and really make it so it works well. And I'll show you my prototype that this whole thing is built on. So this is a prototype of the cannon the kids will be building. They can modify the angles. It's held in here with Velcros and be able to adjust the angle that it's shooting at using both this little angle adjuster thing and the level that comes in the kit. If you want to see the cannon fire, you're going to have to sign up for the class. Let's jump over to outer space physics. Okay, so I'll walk you through what comes in the outer space physics kit. Well, the very first thing is big bouncy balls, 5 inches around, and I'm going to have the kids design their own wheel that's also 5 inches around, basically out of the box the thing came in. And then to race the ball and the wheel down a ramp. So that will be one of our cool experiments, and the kids will be able to time them with a stopwatch. We'll be looking a lot at how force and friction and air resistance work. So I've got a bunch of little friction pads and little pucks that will be going across an ice rink that the kids will make in a bucket at their house. We've got string for looking at force again, and rubber bands, and little pullback cars that we can strap weights onto, so we can really see how payloads on spacecraft are affected. One of the big concepts I want to get across to the kids is the difference between mass and weight. Mass is the amount of stuff you're made of. Weight is the amount that stuff is stuck to the ground because of Earth's gravity. So we're including a scale, and there will be a bunch of experiments that will have the kids use their scale to be able to determine the mass of things and the weight of things. The final experiment for the class will be building a little boat out of aluminum foil, and all the kids have the same amount of aluminum foil and the same supplies exactly to see how many pennies they can float. And we'll have a big spreadsheet that the kids will all have access to so they can see each other's results. So that's outer space physics. It's going to be a great time, so please sign up, like, comment, and subscribe.